Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him, I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
On the option. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Now on the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now on second down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. On the option. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Play number 9 on this drive. They'll run the option. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Twelfth play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Robinson looking to pass. Floats it out in space. And he's got enough space. Into the end zone for a touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And how about this matchup we'll see today between 2 tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, 2 guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's...
And the pass hits, picked off. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep.
It's so hard because when they run jet sweeps, they don't always give them the football, and then you got to worry about other stuff. But great job focusing on your keys, seeing the jet sweep, pulling the trigger, going and getting the speedster on the ground.
2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Bowers. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Jet sweep to the receiver. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick release on the RPO. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Goes to the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the option. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Picks up 1. That's a 1st down for the offense.
And now on 1st down after converting with the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Getting set on 2nd down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Robinson will throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here comes the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. Scanning the field, it's Bowers. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide out in motion. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job by the defense being locked in on their keys and knowing that could be a possibility.
Pulls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Brings up 3rd down.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Pass on the way, it's picked off! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll ride his man on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. The option look. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Robinson looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Nice move to stay on his feet.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. Don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart.
And it's caught for the touchdown.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on 1st down. The give out of the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Off play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Bowers. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big time.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Montgomery. And they're able to get him down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Fast motion from the offense. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He makes the connection.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. To the air, it's Bowers. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The lead is 17 as they try to fight their way back in. They'll need a stop on this possession, about to kick it off here. Fielded in the end zone. It's good. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
And on second and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Robinson will throw. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Got a man, it's Parks. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Parks. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get it.
The USFL Season 2 2025 Week 7 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2025.
First and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it. And it'll be a touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
This offense has a second down play. To the air, it's Bowers. And wings it incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. A quick pass to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bowers. Quick strike complete. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
To the ground. He's got it again. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll try the left side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Dropping back, it's Bowers. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Headed to the end zone. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll try to power it in. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. A 3rd and long coming up here. Robinson looking to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll run play action. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to pass. It's Bowers. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling for the 1st down. Set of downs after that completion. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Got him and nobody's close. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense set for a first down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll run the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Back to pass, it's Bowers. Finds the tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down for this offense. Goes to the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll line up for a second down play. On the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here comes the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Pulls and fires complete. Stopped after making the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punching in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Robinson will throw. Working that left side now. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. The option look. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
It is perfect.
That's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the option. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll run the option. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now on second down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. On the option. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, we have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Robinson looking to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Second down.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The give to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And here comes the punt team.
Punt formation to kick it away.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Robinson will throw. It's caught. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that was priority number one. I don't care if he was tackled inbounds. It doesn't really matter. You got the first down. The clock stops. Let's get organized now and understand what parts of the field we need to attack without any timeouts.
They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Second down coming up. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they're going to go for two and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. They'll run the option. He is in there. The two-point conversion gives them the lead, and what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over. Now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.